If you're thinking about modding your Vox AC15 or even putting it up for sale before you do anything, watch this video first. I'm about to reveal something really cool that not many people talk about. Stick around. Hi, my name is Jonathan. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I do tutorials, gear reviews, and tips and tricks videos just like this one. So if you enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get to the video. At the front of the amplifier, I have a single SM57 pointed slightly off axis, going straight into the Audient ID14. The gear I am using today is a 2001 Fender Telecaster loaded with the Tone Wizard pickups, as well as this 2015 Gibson Les Paul Jr. The amp I'm using for today is a Vox AC15 from 2017. It still has all the original components. It's loaded with a Celestion greenback and still has the stock tubes. No modification has been done to the amp. When I got my amplifier a year ago, this is the way I used to dial it in. I would put up the master volume this way, and then I would crank the channel volume, and this is the tone I would get. Depending on the guitar you're playing, you might find that there's not enough low end in your signal compared to the top boost channel. I prefer the normal channel to the top boost channel, but that means not having an EQ section. That means if you don't have enough low end to your taste, you're gonna have to plug into the top boost section of your amp. Or do you? I'm about to show you a really neat trick where you can use the normal channel and the EQ section from the top boost channel without having to mod anything. So here's the technique. We're gonna raise the master volume quite high. If you wanna get a really great tone out of it, you gotta get the master section working. And then on the normal channel, you're gonna set it to a reasonable volume. And this is the tone I'm getting on the neck pickup. I'm gonna decrease the reverb so you can just hear the tone. Not a bad tone, but if you want more low end out of this particular channel, I believe that because both the normal channel and the top boost channel are sharing the exact same tube configuration, there's a bit of crosstalk going on between this channel and this one. So here's what I mean. So I'm going to be using the low E, and I'm going to be increasing the volume on the top boost channel. Now, keep in mind, we're not plugged in. There's no trickery. Here's what happens. We are getting more bass, but can we control the bass on the normal channel using the EQ section from the top boost channel? Let's check it out. How about the high end? So the high end seems to be working as well, but not as much as the low end. Let's take the volume from the top boost channel and bring it back down. Crank it all the way. The only drawback to using this technique is that it does bring up the noise floor. I don't mind the hiss that much because it's not that loud. So even if I'm recording or playing live, the hiss is barely noticeable. When you consider that I can make the P90 in this guitar sound super thick using this technique, I think I can put up with a bit of noise. So let's try the same thing with this guitar. These are the same settings as with my Telecaster. Let's have a listen. I'm gonna bring up the volume on the top boost channel. Now you can hear that noise creeping through, but let's have a listen to the tone. Can bring down the volume just a bit and bring down the noise as well. Crank it up again. The effect of this technique is made a little more obvious when you're using a 2x12 cab. If you want to hear me do the same thing with a 2x12 cab, click here in the cards where I demo the Vox AC15 with a 2x12 loaded with WGS ET65. Final tip. In my opinion, I find that if you crank the master volume and keep the channel volume down, if you're going to be using the reverb seems to sit behind your guitar signal instead of dominating it. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Hopefully this comes through in the recording, but what I'm hearing sitting beside the amplifier is that the guitar signal is at the forefront and the reverb sits right behind. So here's my question to you. Do you prefer the top boost channel or do you prefer the normal channel? And why? What's the advantages for you using one over the other? Let me know in the comments below. Everything I just showed you today also applies for the top boost channel, meaning that you increase the master volume, you plug into the top boost channel, the volume from the normal channel will give you a bit more volume and also will increase the low end. If you know a Vox user that could benefit from watching this video, please share this video with them. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell at the same time. That way you'll be notified whenever I do come out with new content. Next, I'm going to be demonstrating the AC15 with a 2x12 loaded with WGS ET65s. Now let's go listen to that amp with the 2x12 cab. Just click over here and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.